One of the bits of wisdom I've got from my grandpa was to never neglect your teeth. I remember him sitting down in his armchair telling me, probably a 8-year-old boy, that don't go cheap on your teeth. That's not the place to save money. So I always remember that. That's probably over 50-year-old discussion, and my grandpa has passed decades ago. So, hey, why am I bringing this up? My wife, and I'm not blaming her, it just happens to be her this year, has had a root canal and she's in the process of getting an implant. Those two together, separate teeth, are about $9,000 of expense this year. Is that in your retirement plan budget? Wasn't in mine. So my emergency fund for the year is just about depleted, and it's March. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the decisions I made around dental insurance, why I made them, some things for you to think about. Is dental in your plan? So let's see. Let's look at an example of an insurance plan. So I went online and did this just a few minutes ago, but it was actually a process I went through about 5 years ago. I just wanted to get it up to date numbers. So a typical plan, this is for a single. This one has free cleanings, and that's very typical, about $100 a piece, maybe x-rays every other time you go to the doctor, maybe once a year. A $50 deductible and a 50% copay. This is typical, what I've seen, 50% copay. A maximum out of pocket of $1,250 per year. The premium for this one was $46 a month, or $552 a year is the premium for potential payout of $1,250 max. Okay, so let's take a look at that and break that down a little bit. So let's look at the value of this insurance. 2 cleanings a year. Let's say they're $100 a piece. You'll have to do your own analysis. What's a good price in your area? $200 a year in value. 1 x-ray a year, $150 in value. So a total of $350 per typical year. I'm able to extract out of that $550 a year premium. $350. So the premium's $550. Subtract off $350. You got $200. That you're paying in additional each year. What are we getting for that? Well, you're getting coverage against crowns, bridges, root canals, things like that. Is that worth it? Let's take a look at an example. So let's say we got a $2,000 crown, like my wife. I'm going to pay the $50 deductible, and then it's a 50% copay. So $975 I'm going to pay, and the insurance pays $975. Okay, so if you look at this event, if you have an event every 5 years, that's the break-even point. So I just took this $975, divided it by this $200. So if you think you're going to have an event more often than every 5 years, this insurance appears to be worth it. If it's extended out longer than 5 years, you're better off self-insuring. Does that make sense to you? So let's talk next about what I do. So folks, if you've been listening to me for any length of time, you know that I have Farm Bureau, Indiana Farm Bureau specifically, health plan. That's the health plan that I purchased. There's a linked video. I have my 10 most popular videos listed, and one of those is why I chose the medical plan I did. Take a look at that. But anyway, inside of that plan, they actually have a very basic dental plan. They cover cleanings and x-rays, basically. So for me, looking at purchasing an external insurance plan for dental, the $550 premium has to really cover the events. the root canals, crowns, implants, whatever you have. So let's go back to our example of a $2,000 crown. I pay $50 deductible plus my portion $975. The insurance pays $975, but my premium that I'm trying to get value out of is $550. $550 into $975 is I would need an event, an expensive event like a $2,000 crown every 1.8 years. So every other year. You know, every other year you'd need something like that happening. Okay? And for, just in case you're wondering, the max benefit is $1,250. Divide 550 premium into that, that's every 2.3 years. So just say every 2 years. Every 2 years, I would need some kind of event to hit my break-even point. So how lucky do I feel? I have chosen not to get dental insurance beyond what comes in my basic Farm Bureau. That may not be the answer for you, but it's the answer for me. This may sound risky to some, not risky to others. I don't know. What I will say is time passes fast in retirement. I've been retired 5 years. I haven't spent any of this, so I'm just kind of banking money. I'm banking this premium every year towards that event. Now, one thing to note, and slightly embarrassing, I didn't put dental in my budget item. I didn't put any in there. I didn't put it in as a specific line item in my budget. It's kind of in a catch-all of emergency spending. So I wanted to cover that. I do not have any additional insurance than my Farm Bureau. So what actions should you take? Regardless, you need to put, if you buy insurance, okay, make sure you put the premium in there. Know how much it covers. A lot of them are 50% copay. And if you don't want to buy insurance, make sure that maybe every 5 years, maybe it's every 7 years, you put in a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 event for your teeth. I'm telling you, good chance it's going to happen. All right? This is Joe out.